Welcome to ModShapes. This is an example of mixed media and resin artwork. Now the idea for this video and the inspiration behind it originally came from a video that was put up by Mona at Klatch, and she did a really cool underwater mermaid scene with resin, and I wanted to do something with mermaids and resin, so a lot of the inspiration of this particular project comes from her. I took a different kind of approach though, so I don't really have I don't feel like I'm duplicating what she did, but I do feel very strongly that if I hadn't seen it, it probably wouldn't have inspired me to work with resin the way that I have been working with resin. So thank you so much to Mona from Klatch, and if you haven't seen her videos, you should check them out. She does Another Coaster Friday, and she does a lot of really cool stuff with resin. So I'm going to put a link to her in the description. Rather than trying to use blue pigment to signify that you're deep in the sea, I'm using some stones that have blue tints to them. And then I'm using a little bit of pigment, which is white, and I want to just create an opaque base for the center part. So I just pour this Pearlx based pigmented resin in the middle part where the design will live. So I have a good start on the embedding. The mermaid, which I'm going to embed, started out life as a model in Daz Studio. It was something I started quite a while back, so it was in the previous version of Daz Studio. The character is, I think, the Victoria model, but the staff that she's holding came from something I bought from Daz a long time ago. However, her headband and the shells that she's wearing as her outfit are things that I modeled myself in Daz Hexagon program. Clear resin over the top of it. And I didn't show myself pouring that, but that did happen. And I have 3 different Pearlx paints that I want to use. I have a green, which actually turned out to be more like a silver when it was all said and done, a copper, and a little bit of a purple. So I just basically pour the colors in the sections of the design where I think it's important to. Just kind of give that feeling of dimension and depth. I'm using some additional very tall, kind of sharper crystals to give the illusion of an opening in an underwater cave kind of feeling. And also that is going to serve to sort of prevent the resin from spreading too much. And this is kind of the result so far. Now it's not finished, but I like the color so far. And I'm going to do another between 4 and 6 ounces of clear resin to go around the edges to finish this up. And the really cool thing happened. I had a transparency paper that I was going to use to position what would happen today, another embedment. But I realized the resin absorbed that color, which I didn't know would happen, and that's a really cool effect. So we'll see what happens next. Overall, I would say it's a pretty satisfactory result. There are a couple of sharp edges that need to be dealt with. But second video, part 2, is going to describe things that happen outside of the mold, what we do for post-processing, and stay tuned for that because it's going to be pretty interesting. Thank you for watching.